Hey, it's Therese, and it's day 15. Excuse me. Just taking my last smoothie of the day. It's a beautiful day. Look at that blue sky. Phenomenal. So as my symptoms begin to stabilize, there's other things that are coming to my awareness, and I might as well share it with you. Yeah, might as well. So pretty standard these days. Feeling pretty good in the mornings, and then just more cramping and fatigue in the afternoons. That back pain I had a couple of days ago was only one day, so that was lovely. That didn't come back. And so I'm thinking it's related to my cycle and just a little blip that kind of came and went. But some of the other things that I've been just being more aware of, and things that are coming to my attention, is my whole relationship with food. And funny thing, when you take food out as being a part of your everyday experience, things begin to change and new awarenesses come. And so one of the pieces that's just really coming to awareness is my relationship to food and to nourishment, which I have struggled with my whole life, pretty much. I have always had a very challenging relationship with food. And there's actually a name for it. So it's not necessarily an eating disorder, but it's kind of in that category, but not a diagnosed in the DSM-5 book. But it is, so it's kind of outside of that. And what they're calling it is disordered eating. And so this is where it comes more into my relationship with food and what I think about food and how I respond to it. So some of the key pieces, there's lots of different things that relate to disordered eating, including body image and self-esteem and things like that around food. It's not so much that for me, it's more this food stress. So a regular normal person eating would just make their meal and eat it, and it would be fairly enjoyable experience. But it's never been that way for me. I've had a lot of stress around food. I've had a lot of food rules, and that is part of disordered eating, is the food rules. And just not a lot of peace around food and around what I've been eating. Dieting, skipping meals, things like that, which I've certainly done my fair share of. My dieting has looked like really, really healthy things. Like I have done the raw food diet, the vegan diet, vegetarian diet, paleo diet, AIP diet, the carnivore diet. Shall I keep going? And all of these diets have been in an attempt to find one that would work for me. And by far the one that got me the furthest was the carnivore diet, which is a mostly meat-based diet, which reduced my food stress the most out of everything, reduced my preparation time, my interaction with food, and my eating time. Because basically I would just eat a steak and I'd be done. And so it took a lot of food stress off. But that's not normal eating. And the whole idea of using food to heal is to actually heal and move on to more balanced experience with food. And so that's what I'm embarking on now, is changing the relationship that I have with food, and finding ways of nourishing myself in a new way that I haven't done before. One of the tools that I'm starting to work with is called DNRS. Have you heard of that before? I'll say what it stands for. Dynamic Neural Retraining System, so DNRS. And I've heard about this program. It's been recommended to me for years, and I've resisted doing it because it's a big commitment. It's a minimum of 6 months of treatment, an hour a day. And so once you learn the process of how to do it, you commit to doing it every day for 6 months. And that seemed a bit daunting. But it looks like that's what I really need to do. And so this is repairing the limbic system. So where my brain interacts with my body and gets stuck in that fight, flight, or freeze, or fawn mode. That's what's been happening for years and years and years. So I'm continually in this stress response that my brain can't shut off. So it's nothing that I can think my way out of. It's just in my brain that everything is a big stressor, especially around food. and especially around chemicals and things like that I'm exposed to. I have a ton of sensitivities. And so I'm going to embark on this program and see if I can retrain my brain and move this area into more health and well-being. Wow. Okay, that got us through 5 minutes already. How did it go so fast? So those are my two little things of the day, is recognizing disordered eating and working with the DNRS program. So I will leave it there for today. And if you have questions and things and want more details, please let me know and I can elaborate in another video as well. So happy day 15. Yeah, day 15. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow after I see the nutritionist and sharing these new awarenesses with her. Actually, she was proponent of the DNRS as well, as a number of other my doctors and practitioners. So it's a good place to start. Alrighty, I'll let you go. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.